think while we're doing our live today, I think we're gonna make some bread. And yes, this is my first live. I see. Okay, calm down. You're too loud. I'm trying to be gentle. Stop. Look what Elena made for her little pony. She made her little house. Okay, why don't you go get your Lego box and go play? You can open up the door. Okay, but don't go all the way into my room. No, you cannot, baby. I'm sorry. Y'all will have to just excuse all of the craziness. I was gonna try to do more lives while Caleb was out of school, but I kind of realized that it was going to be kind of hard. And let me mute that real quick. Um, yes, baby. Anyhow, I realized kind of how hard it was going to be, and so that's one reason why I really hadn't done it yet. Okay, but don't lay underneath it; it'll hurt your eyes. But you know, it is what it is. I'm sorry about that. But yeah. So anyhow, if it gets loud and hectic, I do apologize because they are kids, and well, y'all know Caleb is gonna go wild and crazy. So while we are doing our live today, I do believe we are going to make um. Where's my other one? Oh, I think I'm gonna make some bread. Oh yeah, yeah. So I am tired. I do not feel good. Me and Align has not been feeling very good the last couple of days. Ugh, like it's just been bad. Like, let's see, today's Tuesday. Is today Tuesday? I think so. Anyhow, I think it was like Sunday night. I think uh he was up all night, like throwing up. So I'm not exactly sure what was going on, but yeah, he was not feeling very good at all. So we've just been very, very left feeling. So, and I had a lot of stuff to do yesterday, which is why I didn't make bread yesterday. Hello, welcome in. I am good. How are you? I'm oops, getting stuff together to make homemade bread because I was going to do that yesterday and I had so much to do to where I just did not feel like doing it. Oh, yeah. Oops. I did not need to do that. Oh, yeah, yeah. Hello, everyone. Thank y'all for coming. Thank you for joining me today. This is my first live since the kids have been out of school. And yeah, it's probably going to get really loud and very hectic. Oh, wow. You are very, very far from me. I am in Texas. So you are very, very far from me. And well, thank you for coming and joining us. I don't know what I was about to do with that. I don't even go down there. So I'm going to need this. Oi. Uh, it's sad when you got to put up all of your dishes before you can even start cooking. Oh, thank you. Thank you. This is my more professional type of voice, I guess. I try to sound a little bit more professional while I'm trying to record. I try to be myself, but also try to Where am I from? I am from the United States. I'm actually in Texas. I was actually born and raised in Mississippi, which is another reason why I try to use my professional voice instead of like my Mississippi twang voice that tends to come out. So, oh, Helena, Helena, put that up, please. Thank you. Oh, I'm actually not listening to anything. This is what I'm using. These are Bluetooth speakers. And so when I'm talking, this is what I'm hearing. Sorry about that. I had a phone call. But these have little speakers. And so I'm using that. I'm trying to, for me, I'm trying to drown out the noise, I guess, that my kids are making to where I can try to stay a little bit more focused on what I'm doing. So when my kids are around, I try to use like these or what? Sorry, my mom is texting me. That text didn't even make sense. But anyhow, um, when my kids are around, I try to use my these or like my earbuds to try to drown out some of the sound because I have ADHD and so I get very easily distracted. So I'm not listening to anything. I'm just trying to drown them out. And thank you. Yes, I have a very, well, actually, both of my kids are cute, but she's definitely my little princess. She acts like it too. Okay. Send you. Thank you. I appreciate. You're a big prince. Okay, dude. Awesome. Okay, well, I'm stepping away from the camera, but I am still here. My daughter's movie apparently went off, and she's throwing a fit about it. So let's see. And yes, I was saying that my daughter was a princess. And so now my son wants me to make sure that all y'all know that she is a big prince. So, and he is. So, oh, he is definitely my prince. So, he is the prince of ADHD. I'll put it that way. Okay, close your Lego blocks, please. You don't have a crown, you broke it. So, anywho. Hey, dude. Hey, dude. Dude. You're getting a little bit too loud. There's no reason for you to yell and scream, Bubba. She's not that far away, dude. AKA, that's another reason why I wear this, because he can get extremely loud. And so it kind of hurts my ears. And so I tend to wear these so it's not quite so loud for me. So I know I'm kind of walking around and going crazy. But I am trying to get all of my stuff together because I am going to be making some, I'm going to be making some bread today. So I'm trying to get all of my stuff together and organized. And so, yeah, that's why I'm kind of running around acting like a crazy person. Let's see. What time is it? It is 9:40 a.m. on, what is today? No, Caleb, it is not time to eat, son. So today is, that is not correct. Someone did not fix the calendar. So let me fix that real quick. Again, my ADHD is kicking in because I came to do one thing and I ended up doing something completely different. Okay, so my calendar is fixed now. So today is July the 1st, and like I said, it is 9:40 in the morning. Caleb, stop. Yes, baby, don't pull that down. You're not looking. That's your problem. Go do your blocks, baby. Okay. Oh wow. Yeah. Yeah, so you're getting ready to go to bed then. Oh, okay, let's see. What is it that I need? Why is this not working like I want it to? Okay, well, okay, well, you go watch the kitty. My daughter is obsessed with kitties. Okay, Caleb. Who's? Oh, I told y'all that it's going to be loud and crazy. So, ay, ay, ay. But I was realizing that, oh, what is on that? I don't want that on there. I was realizing that my lives actually did really good the last couple of times. And so I was trying to do that again. The only difference is that I could actually sit down and not have to worry about my kids yelling and screaming. It's fine. No, leave it alone. It's fine. It's fine. I'll get it in a minute, dude. It's fine. Okay. So y'all are only a little bit ahead of us. Okay. Well, welcome in. You know, you're also quite a bit away. That's a India and Argentina. That's kind of far, but you know what? That's completely okay. Yeah, that is really nice. So let's see. For this, I need do, 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 do. Dude, take a chill pill, dude. He's over here like hitting on the walls and stuff. He's been his ADHD and my ADHD is very much kicked in today. He is extremely talkative, and me, I just can't really think straight on what I'm doing. I have like four projects going on all at once. So yeah. So let's see. Where where's my over here? Of course it is. Ah yes, meal. See, I told y'all I was gonna run around like a chicken with my head cut off. Let's see. Do, 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 do. I don't need that. That's in my way. And I'm sorry if there ever comes a time to where I get kind of quiet and don't really talk. It's going to be for a couple of different reasons. Either it's because I'm reading my recipe because I need to make sure that I'm doing the correct measurements, and also just making sure that I'm not spilling and making a huge mess. Wow. I can honestly say I've actually never been to LA. I've heard good things about it. I've also heard some bad things about it. I don't know. I don't know. There's been a lot of junk that's been going on here lately, supposedly, and I honestly just don't know if I really want to go at this particular time. My thing is I've actually always wanted to go to New York. My main thing is I would like to go to New York to see like the parades, like the Thanksgiving parade and stuff like that. Like that's about the only time I really, really want to go anywhere. That's about the only place I ever actually wanted to visit. So I'm more of a home girl. As of right now, the only other place I really want to visit is I do want to visit Florida again because that is where my husband is from, and there's a lot of family there as well as there's just a lot of things to do. The other place is I would really want to go back home to like Mississippi, even if it was just to visit. So, but other than that, there's really not a lot of states that I've actually ever wanted to visit, and I really haven't. Best place in well, I mean, I've not really visited a lot of places because, like I said, I'm kind of a homebody. I have, let's see, I was born and raised in Mississippi, and I live in Texas right now. Don't come to Texas. It hasn't been the worst mistake of my life, but me, I'm just not a Texas person. I'm just not, unfortunately. Florida is pretty great. I did live in Florida for a little bit. I have visited Louisiana, which granted, where I lived in Mississippi, Louisiana wasn't that far. Even where I live here in Texas, Louisiana is not that far. Um, which Louisiana has New Orleans, which is actually pretty cool. Um, it's gotten a little bit crazier in New Orleans over the last couple of years. I've been to do. Oh, I went to Missouri one time to visit my ex stepbrother back when he was my stepbrother. And do. I'm trying to think. There is one more state that I actually went to visit. Oh, Tennessee. Me and my ex went to Tennessee, Gatlinburg area of Tennessee, a couple of times. We went we went I think we're in July of one year, and then we went for Christmas one year when it was snowing. And honestly, that was amazing. Seeing all of the mountains in in the snow. That now driving in the snow, that's um, don't ever want to do that again. But just going out and playing in the snow, looking at all the mountains being covered in snow, that was actually pretty awesome. So for me, if I had to pick, I would actually probably go back to Tennessee just to just to visit. I probably wouldn't do it like in the snow again, but I probably would go when it was a little bit cooler because Tennessee can get like Texas, it can get pretty hot. So, oh no, you're good. That's what lives are for. That is exactly what lives are for. Y'all ask questions, y'all talk, and I try to answer them as much as I can. Some of them I will miss, um, but I will definitely try to answer them as I'm gonna turn y'all a little bit. Um, so I don't mind doing a shout out to you. I really don't. I do not know how to pronounce your name though, and I would hate to say it the wrong way. But in one of my videos, I will make sure I put you in like the comment section or not the comment section, the description. I actually in this one when I get done, because I'll end up posting this to where people can watch it later on, even after the live has ended. And I will actually let's see if this will work right here. Yes. So I just took a screenshot. So I will, when I go to edit it, I will put your name in the description. So, what is it that you do on your channel? Do you have like a channel or are you just here to kind of surf YouTube? Because I see that you have gamer in your title. Do you make videos dealing with games and stuff in it? Because if you do, or you like watching the like gaming videos, there's somebody else that I know that has a actual gaming channel, and I will link them down below as well to where you can actually go watch them too because their videos are pretty cool. Well, for some reason, this got really hot and started thickening up a lot quicker than what I thought it was. It normally takes a while, but it didn't take that long today, which is awesome. That means it won't take me quite as long to get the rest of it ready. So I'm going to turn it down. Dadgummit. Let's go. So, good night. I hope you have a good night's rest. Oh, let's see. Uh, I need to maneuver some things. I know I am out of frame right now and I apologize. I need to reposition some stuff over here on my table so I can, um, that way I can move you guys. Let's see. Okay, so what I need to do, that needs to stay over here. So, y'all are going to go on a ride with me for just a quick second. So, if you don't like the motion of cameras moving, close your eyes for a second or look away. Oh, trying to make sure y'all are not going to fall. Hey, don't be hitting stuff, dude. Okay, so, uh-huh. So I am trying to get the rest of my ingredients together. So, because it will not be, I have to cook part of the recipe to make this bread because it's a Japanese milk bread recipe. And you have to cook part of it. Okay, okay, dude. Caleb, Caleb, stop it. Caleb, stop it. So, sorry about that. He went a little bit crazy. He loves bread, period. But ever since I found this recipe, Caleb, ever since I found this particular recipe, this is definitely one of his all-time favorite recipes, and he's my picky eater, so that's kind of why I keep making it because he's my picky one and he loves it. So can't go wrong with it. Caleb, don't make me tell you again, son. Okay, so let's see. I've got my flour over here. I don't have my sugar. I need my sugar and I need my yeast. Do. Okay, so ba ba da ba 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 ba. The only thing I'm missing is my egg. Do. So, I know it looks kind of complicated, but I promise you it really isn't. Actually, there's a lot of ingredients, there's a lot of different steps, but it actually is not as complicated as it actually looks. And y'all will have to, like I said, y'all will have to excuse Caleb. Anytime I am recording, I'm on the phone, literally doing anything but just sitting there, he will, that's when he chooses to act up. And he gets loud. He does things that he knows he's not supposed to do because he thinks that if I'm busy or I'm focused doing something else, I'm just going to let it slide. So, yeah, even though I'm on live right now, I will still get onto him. I'm not going to allow him to get away with things he's not supposed to do. So, at any point in time, y'all ever hear him scream or whatever, it's probably because and y'all, of course, y'all will hear it because I don't know if there is even a thing to where I can mute. Actually, I think I do see it, but I mean, I done been honest with all y'all. Y'all gonna see me discipline my kids. So, um, so if he keeps acting up the way he's acting up and doing things he's not supposed to be doing, he will find himself in a corner. Does he understand me? Do you understand me, Caleb? Okay, thank you. Okay, so I am going to Okay, this is actually just about done. So now that I've gotten the cooked part out of the way, I'm going to remove it from the heat after I whisk it up. I'm just going to take it off the heat and let it cool because it needs to cool a little bit before I add it to the rest of the recipe. So, so now I have to get the rest of this together. So I'm going to do my dry ingredients first. It's weird the other recipes, you just put it all together. But in this particular recipe, it actually tells you to separate it. You get all the dry ingredients, mix it up first. You get all the wet ingredients and you mix it all together and then you add it together. I don't know if it really makes a difference, but every single recipe that I've seen for Japanese milk bread or any type of milk bread, that's what they say to do. So I'm guessing it might make a difference. So that is what I'm gonna do. That's what it calls for. So let's see, we need some sugar. And for any of those of you that is just now joining, I said it earlier in the live that if there's any point in time to where I'm quiet or I don't talk, it's mainly like what you just saw. I'm trying to count and make sure that I'm adding the correct measurements. So I'm not trying to be rude. I just have to make sure that I'm putting in the correct ingredients with the correct measurements. Because if I don't, this bread is going to turn out horribly. So So let's see. I need 1 tablespoon of that. And about literally the only thing that I do not measure in any of my recipes is the salt. I don't know why, but I literally just throw salt in there. And so sometimes it's just enough, sometimes it might be too much or not enough. But in all honesty, can't really tell the difference. So, and this is really the first time I've used these headphones while making bread. So if like what I just did is a little bit too loud, I do sincerely apologize. I don't know how well this speaker or this microphone is going to pick up on these things. So I apologize if it's too much or too loud. So I need. Ba, 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 ba. Um, I thought I had a. I did. So I need 2.5. You know what? I'm gonna go ahead and do the half. Okay, so there's my half. So there's my one. And there's my two. So my dry ingredients are done. I just have to mix this up. Where's my lid to my flour? Oh, that's right. I left it all the way over here. So my dry ingredients are done. I'm just gonna give this a quick mix. Like I said, if this is super loud, I apologize. Because that sugar is making quite a racket down there in the bottom. Okay, so for my wet ingredients, I need my egg. Eat egg and not egg shell. But of course, I do that just about every single time. Some little sliver of eggshell gets in there every single time, which is why I have learned to do the egg first. So, where is so I'm going to add in my heavy whipping cream. And and then my milk. I can't read now, Sissa. Get off of that, please. Sissa. Go, Sissa. Get off of that, please. Do I have it out? Okay, hold on. Here you go, Sissa. Think, think. Which it probably wouldn't be a bad idea for me to go ahead and get mine out. I, no, ma'am. Back it up. Back it up. If I'm not careful, she will knock all of this down, and I will have to start all over, and then I would be a very tipped off mama. Okay, I will get you some. Okay. Okay, thank you. I apparently he is out of agua. Well, then why didn't you drink it, baby? You could have drank the rest of it before I filled it back up. He has like this much left, but apparently he wants like a full cup. That is that ADHD kicking in. Come here, son. Yeah, well, I didn't fill it all the way up, but I did put a pretty good bit in there, yes. Watch out. Yes, please, please do, because please do not spill that everywhere. I do not particularly want to clean up that huge mess. I really, really don't. So, you did? Hey, stop. Okay. 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 Okay, dude. Caleb. Caleb. Caleb Align. Stop, please. You said it 4 times. You do not need to say it anymore. I know you like Everest. I know that, baby. You don't have to keep repeating yourself, okay? Okay. There's your USD for you. They like to, I say they because I do too. Me, I guess I try to pay attention to what I do, but I notice I still repeat myself. A lot of times if I repeat myself, it's because I get distracted. Like I say something, I get distracted by something, and then when I come back, I'm like, okay, did I say this already? I don't know if I did. And so I tend to repeat it. So, but I don't know. It's like he tries to say it, but then he gets halfway through what he's saying and he gets stuck. So he's like, I mean, I like, mommy, I like, and so it's like he gets stuck. So like, I always have to tell him to stop and to slow down because, with ADHD, his brain is going so crazy to where his brain can't slow down enough to focus on what he's actually really trying to say. And so, okay, that should be cool enough. So this is cool down and it's kind of difficult. So I like to give it a little whiskey whisk before I actually put it into the bowl. Because sometimes after it cools down, it gets kind of clumpy. So that just splattered everywhere. So anyhow, it gets a little bit clumpy. And so I like to give it a little whisk to try to break up some of those little clumps before I put it in here. So again, I'm sorry about the quiet. I'm just trying to focus and I'm trying not to make a huge mess because I really don't feel like cooking this again. I kind of wish I could have some type of music or something going, but I don't want YouTube to give me a copyright strike. So, so, I'm sorry, I am out of frame. Um, this stuff can, once it gets like really hard and dry, it gets really, really hard to get off. So, always, always put water in it, or I try to remember to put water in it so I don't have to sit there and scrub later on. So I don't know how that's pronounced. I really don't. Um, I will like in the description or somewhere, I will put what word it is on that I just made. It starts with a T, but it's a Japanese word. I guess I really should look it up to see how it's pronounced. I probably should do that. Probably really should. But anyhow, it's like the first step to making Japanese milk bread, and it's it gets a little difficult to work with. Once you cook it, you have to add it to your wet ingredients and sit here and mix it and mix it and mix it until it's very, very much well incorporated. But like I said, sometimes it gets kind of gritty, like there's clumps, and so it doesn't really like to incorporate very well. So, so hang on one second, you guys. I'm going to mute you real quick. Alrighty, you guys, I am back. I do sincerely apologize for that. I had to talk to Caleb about something. So, and it really didn't need to be on camera. So, anyhow, so I have mixed up my dry ingredients. I have mixed up my wet ingredients. The only thing I am missing, and I think it's a fourth cup, which I think I put my fourth cup over here. I believe I did. I need to rinse it out because I have heavy whipping cream in it. Not that it really matters because it's all going to the same place anyhow, but you know. So while I let that sit, I'm going to get my butter. You know what? I don't think I'm going to use this because I've actually, those are new and I do not know how they work in a microwave since it is plastic. So I need some softened butter. So I'm going to put me some butter in here and back up, sister. So, yes, I know what y'all just saw. Yes, I have to turn off my AC before I can use the microwave. Because if I don't, we will trip a breaker. And that means everything goes off, and then I have to turn everything off and start all over. I'm making bread. Go, please. Hold that thought. Sister needs to show me something. What you showing me? Oh wow, you built your purple unicorn another. Don't do that. Okay, so my butter is done. That's kind of hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. That's hot. Ouchie, ouchie, ouchie. Hurry up and go, please. Okay, so again, I totally forgot I needed to get this out. I have to get my mixer out. Okay, here is my mixer. My dough hooks are missing. Did I accidentally, for some strange, crazy, stupid reason, put them where they did not belong? Oh, hold on just 1 second, you guys. I know. Okay, will you hurry up, please? The bathroom is not a play place. Come here. Pull your shirt down. Okay. Ouch! That hurt my nail. Okay, there you go, Bubba. I'm fine. Okay, so make sure that these are the correct ones. There we go. Because it's about to get real hot in here if I don't turn that back on. Do. Where is my... Oh, sorry, you guys. Oi. So my mixer has a very, very short cord. It is kind of weird. I would think that would be longer than what it is, but it's not. So I have to use like an extension cord to be able to reach all the way back here. So these are all clean. These are not clean. Okie dokie. So now that you've got everything kind of mixed up and you just add your wet into your dry and you just mix like hand mix it or whatever for a little bit until it gets kind of thick and then that's when you start using your actual mixer, which will get kind of loud. But the only reason why you really do this first is to make sure because sometimes flour gets in the very bottom and it doesn't really incorporate very well. So no ma'am. This girl. And normally I don't mind if she helps me, but I have stuff over here and she's not over here to try to help me. She's over here to mess with the stuff I have over here that she knows she's not supposed to be messing with because if she breaks it, yeah, that's not a very good thing. So, kids, they like to mess with things. They can have all the toys in the world, but they're going to want to play with the one thing that they know that they cannot play with. That's just the way it is. Joys of having children. So it looks like I have all of my flour mixed up. Looks like all of my flour is wet. And I know you guys are like, oh my gosh, my hands are clean. I do promise you, my hands are clean. I always make sure that my hands are clean before I start cooking or baking or anything like that. So, there you go. Okay, so now we need to mix this with the mixer for a little bit. And then once it gets more incorporated, we will add our butter in there to make it that nice smoothie, like elasticity type of consistency. And again, I've never used these. No, no, you don't. No, you're not holding it right now. Caleb, you're starting to act up. I'm about to put you behind in a corner if you don't behave. Okay? So, right now she's going to go bug him and get it to where he's yelling. So, anyhow, like I said before, I've said it, but I know some of y'all may be watching that just got on here. This is the first time I've used these headphones, so I don't know all of this background noise. I know. Go. Leave Bubba alone. I don't know how all the background noise is. I don't know how well these are picking up on all of the background noise. So this, y'all might hear this more than y'all hear me. So if I get a little bit louder, I'm not trying to like yell at y'all. I just want to make sure that you guys can hear me. So yeah. So sorry. I wish I had like a huge KitchenAid because then this wouldn't take like no time at all. But yeah, and I really could. My mom has one, and I could probably steal from her right now. Like just use hers, because she's in the process of packing up and moving, and I could probably just take hers until she gets into her new place. But I don't really have anywhere to store it. Now, when I use it, I could put it here and like what I'm doing now, but storing it would be the problem. So I'm gonna hike this up real quick for a couple of seconds. So give me just a second in case it gets really loud. Because again, I don't know how well y'all are gonna be able to hear me with this going. So, okay, so I've mixed it up really, really good. So now I have to slowly add in the butter. And then you mix it. I'm gonna mix it until it's kind of well incorporated, and then I'll add the last bit of it. So, and the butter is what makes it really smoothie, really just really smooth. Because right now it's kind of chunky, clumpy looking, but the butter is what will add it that really smoothie elasticity. I didn't say it correctly, so I'm sorry. So yeah, and my dough is really thick and really hard, which the butter will help make it really just more pliable. So until it's all mixed in, I have to have it up on high to make sure that it doesn't burn my motor up because this is the second one I've had. Um, not like this one, but I got a tool several months back, and it came with dough hooks, but with the thickness of the dough and how thick it gets, it couldn't handle it. So it literally it seized up. So I had to go buy me another one. So yeah. So that looks to be mixed, and so going to add the rest of that. Ouch. Eh, I'm okay. So gonna turn this back on. Now that I've added some butter, it's a little bit easier to mix on a lower speed because it's already starting to get kind of, the butter is making it kind of soft and more friable. So, but I am gonna have to end up putting it on really high speed for it to do that. Because if I leave it on a lower speed, it will take me like 2 hours to get it to where it's the consistency that it needs to be. So, which before I get too far in, I always forget this part. I need my oil because after we mix it and it gets to where it's the consistency that it needs to be, I have to take the dough out and I just use the same bowl because this is the only bigger bowl that I have. And not only that, all the other people that I've watched that does bread, they use the same bowl that they mix it in because why dirty up another one? So, but afterwards we'll take it out and we will oil the bottom of the bowl, and then we will put it in a hot area, which normally I use my bathroom. Yes, I know that sounds very disgusting, very unsanitary. I did just clean the bathroom, by the way. But the bathroom is the only spot place in the house that gets hot because the air does not really get in there because we normally keep the door shut and we have a skylight, so it gets hot in there. So I put it up in there, and we with bread, you always get some type of towel or something, and you kind of make it a little bit wet, and then you just put it over the top to let it rise. So, so yes. So now it's time for mixy time now. So again, I'm sorry if it's real loud. I know I keep saying that, but I'm so afraid that this is like busting your guys' earwax. And I'm trying so hard not to. Because normally with these headphones, we just use these to listen to. We don't really use these for the speaker aspect of it. So if I was using my earpods, then I mean, I've used those before, so I know how much louder I need to talk while I'm doing that. So, but they were dead, so they're on charge right now. I don't. Give me a second. I gotta do some math in my head real quick. Hold on a second. Okay. Sorry, I had to do some. I had to do some stuff in my brain. Oh, you made her another house, a different one. Oh wow, you did such a great job. What is it? It's awesome and cool. Oh, it's a home for her. Awesome. You did such a great job. You're getting really you're getting really creative with it. Well, yes, you are great, but you're getting more creative with that. When we first got these little magnetic blocks, they literally just was like making like squares with it, like just big boxes. But Taylor really doesn't play with them anymore. He plays with his Lego blocks. So she ended up with all of these magnetic blocks, and she's getting to where she's more creative with it. So What are you doing? Y'all can't see her, but she's trying to stand on one leg, which is not really working out for her. Yeah, they can see you a little bit. Hey, why don't you go put that up and you can help mommy hold this for a little bit. So I try to let she dropped it and broke it. Okay. Wait. Hold on. You gotta hold it from the handle. Good job. Girl, you're crazy. So every time I do bread, after it's mixed up for a little bit, I will let them help me and hold it. Don't put your don't put your face in it. You can't smell it. It doesn't have a smell yet. Elena, back your head up, baby. I don't want your nose in my bread. Stop it. She literally is trying to put her whole face in the bowl. I know, that's loud. Okay, let go and let Bubba do it. Okay, back up. Go clean up your mess, okay? Okay. Bubby, let go. Let go. Yeah, hold it up. Well, that's what it's supposed to do. Oh, that's what it's supposed to do. It's supposed to mix it. I know. You are helping me with the dough. You need a what? No, you're not touching my dough with your nasty hands. Your hands are dirty right now, and this is not the point of time to where you need to use your fingers. You don't need to use your fingers. It's the mixer time. You're not touching my dough. You're not touching my dough. You're not touching my dough. But that's not what this is. This is something completely different, baby. This is something you actually eat. Your hands have to be clean before you mess with it. And your hands are not clean because you've been messing with your nasty, dirty Lego block. Your blocks stay on the floor, so. Ew, no, go away. Caleb, look at me. Do not be picking at your nasty nose. That's disgusting. Get your butt in that bathroom and go wash your hands. No, you're still not touching my dough. Caleb, go wash your hands. This boy. Caleb, really? Right here, dude. Now wash your hands. You're nasty. Boy's gonna sit here and actually admit that he's been picking with his nose. Nasty, nasty. Okay, put it back. That was not for you to mess with. So this calls for about 25-ish minutes, I think, of mixing, and it's been almost 10. You're still not touching it. Go. I don't want to smell your hands. Now Elena wants to say. Elena's like, I'm going to smell your hands. Oh, oh, that's too funny. Goodness, Lord have mercy. Oh, the ADHD is strong in that one. Okay, hey, 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 no screaming at her. Do not scream at her. Yeah, I really do wish I could have music going on for these little quiet moments. But again, I don't know how to do that um without YouTube giving me a strike, copywriter strike. I need to I need to figure out how to do that. I know on other social media platforms it's easy because it gives you an option. But I'm looking at it and I don't really see an option for it. So I really don't know. I don't know if they're what you even see. But I am going to look into it and whew, I am going to look into it and see if um if that's an option. Because I mean times like this it's kinda hard to talk because this is so loud and it's just having a little bit of like music or something in the background I feel would be beneficial to everyone. So so we've been mixing it for about 10 minutes, so I'm going to continue mixing it for a little while longer. So yeah, if y'all have any questions or whatever, just comment. I will try to answer them. For all of those of you that have joined, thank you for joining. I know it's loud. I do apologize. I thought it was going to be a good idea to try to make bread and do a live all at the same time. Yeah. Which, not that it's been bad, I just wasn't thinking about this in particular about it being so loud. I was not thinking about that. So, I do apologize. It's another reason why I had it up as high as it'll go so I can hurry up and get done with it. That way I can turn it off. And we can talk without me feeling like I'm yelling at you guys. Okay, so I do believe I do believe that that is, I do believe that that is actually done right there. So I forgot. Hold on, I forgot my plate that I use because I have to take the dough out so I can put the oil in the bottom of the bowl. And on I don't like to put my dough on table, even though I know my table is clean, I still just don't like doing that. See, it's still tacky, but it's not on my fingers. So that is a sign that it is ready. So literally, I have to be careful with this because I tend to add a little bit too much sometimes. You just want to add just enough to lightly coat everything. I don't know why I brought my bowl with me. It's weird, but I need to wipe this oil off of my hands. Sorry about the water noise. Oh, Jesus, Lord have mercy. Well, sorry about that. I know that was probably extremely loud in y'all's guys' ears, and I do apologize. Those are my weird hiccups that I have. Don't know why. They are very quite annoying, not just for everyone around me, but also for myself because one, they're annoying, and a lot of times they hurt. So I'm just going to plop this back in there. See, it came off very clean. And then I'm just going to flip it over. Ba-ba-da-ba-ba. Where is my... And like I said, what I normally do is I normally wet this. That way it kind of helps keep the moisture in or helps moisture. Like as it's rising, it's not, I don't know. It's kind of hard to explain. I saw somebody say it, and well, I've just kind of done it ever since. So it helps with the moisture, is what I read or heard. Actually, it's probably been both at this time. I've heard people say it as well as I've read it, so it tends to work. So, although, and it's probably going to take a little while for it to kind of rise because it's kind of not quite as hot in here as I thought it would be. So that will need to sit for an hour thereabouts. So it is 10:43, so an hour from now. And so I think what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to twist you guys a little bit so I can kind of still be in the frame while I'm talking to you guys because now I have to clean up my mess. So yeah, and I know it's kind of weird listening to someone talk and it just be nothing. So trying to keep you guys in the, at least try to keep me in the frame. That way, um, I will leave that out because I will need that after the bread is completely done. I just, it's weird, I know. So I'm gonna try to stay in the frame as much as possible. Yes, baby. Well, you've already shown me what you've made like 4 times today. What else did you make? Again? Okay, well, how about you bring it to me? What is that? It's a new house. It's a new house? Wow. And purpley, like it's a very purpley color. It's her purple uniform. Okay, you need to put a hand on the bottom or it's gonna fall apart. There you go. Good job. It's fine. It's fine. That's my yeast. I have to have that to make bread, baby. Well, Caleb, it's not like you eat it by the spoonful. That is what helps the bread rise. Yeah, it's a special ingredient that helps the bread rise. No, it's not a special ingredient for kids. No. Leave that alone, little Chris butt. Go. Go. Caleb Aline. Caleb Aline. So, yes, I cannot wait for school to start back. Once school starts back, um, and things are going to be a little bit different. So, I'm putting just about everything up. The only thing that I'm not going to put up is the butter because I will need that really soft. I don't need it melted. I need it really soft for when the bread is freshly out of the oven. Um, and then I am going to leave. Stop. I'm gonna leave the. I have to leave the flour out because I will need that when I go to put it on. Um, dadgummit. I will need to. I will need to flour the table when I go to separate it and put it in its the thingies that I'm gonna use my pans. Hey, you have a toy underneath my table. Take it to your room. I need to make sure that my table is completely clean before I do that. Because I dropped some flour and stuff on my table and I need to clean it off before I need to clean it off before I go to the next step. Elena, stop it. Go. Get away from my stuff, please. This girl knows no personal boundaries. Like, personal boundaries do not exist when it comes to her. Caleb, will you stop that? You can. You're choosing. It doesn't. It doesn't matter. You are choosing not to. You are choosing to not listen. Don't mommy me. Don't you mommy me? I don't think so, little dude. I will put your butt in that corner if you don't stop talking to me that way. Do you understand me? You do not back talk me. Now, no, I don't care. I do not care. You are not going to talk rude. You are not going to talk hateful, and you are not going to back talk me. I did. I just say. What did I just say? You're not going to back talk me. I will ground you, and I will take your blocks from you. Do you understand me? Sorry that you guys had to hear that. I didn't have. I should have muted it, but I'm sorry. But I told you guys. I'm going to try to be as transparent as possible. Caleb has gotten really, really bad about back talking adults and telling adults no. So you do not repeat what I say. What I say goes. I don't need you to repeat it. You're the child, Caleb. Caleb, Stop now. Do not say anything else. The conversation is closed. Do you understand me? Sorry. But that is kids. That is kids for you. That is an ADHD kid for you. They don't really know. They have a hard time distinguishing what's appropriate and what's not appropriate. Which, one, it's hard for a child to do that anyhow, but a child with as severe ADHD as Caleb has, it makes it. What are you doing? No, makes it even worse. And and of course, I already told you guys that um, it's probably every kid, but my kids are. I feel like my kids are the only ones that do it. I feel like my kids are the worst at it, or they're the only ones that do it, and they're like so bad about doing it. Yeah, other kids do it, but like mine is like so bad. If they see if they see me on the phone, whether I'm recording, editing, talking to someone, it does not matter. If they feel like I am in the middle of doing something, literally, if I'm doing anything but sitting on the couch watching TV, that is when they decide to go completely bat crazy. They start running, they yell, they scream, they do all of the things that they know that they're going to get in trouble for. But they feel like since I'm busy and I'm occupied doing something else, that is their chance to do it and try to get away with it because I'm not going to get onto them while I'm recording or I'm on the phone. And so that's when that is one reason. No, I cannot and will not. Take it to your room and I'm not going to tell you again. This little girl has not hardly talked to me all day today. She's wanted to be left alone. She wanted to be in her room playing by herself. But the second I turned my camera on and started recording, she cannot leave me alone. That is what they do. And I know that's probably all kids, but I just feel like mine's worse at it. And it's very annoying. So, Caleb Line, do not make me get on to you again. See, he's testing me. He wants to see just how far he can push my buttons before I lose my cool and actually discipline him, which is not going to be too much longer. Even if I'm still on here, I'm about to put him in the corner, which will result in him yelling and screaming. He will stomp. Sorry, spam call. I don't know what that does to you guys when somebody calls me. But anyhow, great. Now they're trying to leave me a voicemail. It's probably the scammers that are saying, "Hey, you're pre-approved for X amount of dollars," which would be awesome, but we all know that that's a scam. So, yeah, no. Literally, I have probably about 50 different numbers that are blocked right now from these same exact or this same exact company. Like, no, no, no. So anyhow, as I was saying, Caleb does not think that I will discipline him while I'm doing something. Like if I'm on the phone or I'm recording, he does not think I will actually get onto him. Which, and it doesn't matter how many times I do get onto him and I do discipline him while I'm on the phone or while I'm recording. He still just doesn't, it just hasn't sunk in yet, which one has to do a lot with his age as well as the way his brain works. And so if he keeps it up, and he is, because even though I have these on, I can still hear him. He's messing with things he's not supposed to be messing with over there. Um, so if he doesn't get his act together, I am going to be putting him in the corner, even if I'm still on live. I'm still going to put him in the corner, and he's going to yell. He's going to kick and scream. Y'all, you guys, YouTube, everyone is going to be thinking that I'm killing him. Yeah, I'm not. It's just he does not like to be disciplined. But me myself, I'm a firm believer in discipline. I do spank my kids. I do not beat, I do not abuse my kids. But if if they do something that's worthy of a spanking, then they're going to get a spanking. If it's not, if they do something that's not all that bad, I will either, most of the time, I will just put them in the corner. If they continue to do it even after being in the corner, then that is when I ground them. Like if they are constantly fighting, and even after I separate them and they are still fighting with each other from opposite ends of the house, they get grounded. It's just the way it is. No, Elena. No. Okay. So he does not think that I'm going to put him in the corner. And I hate to do that because I know what he's going to do. And I know you guys' first thought is, oh my gosh, it's really just putting him in a corner. It's bad enough to where if somebody rides by my house, or like if like we have our local sheriff's office that comes and do our rides around ever so often, or does like a drive by, whatever, to make sure that, everyone's keeping the peace, stuff like that. If they were to have their windows rolled down and they heard him, they would come knock on my door thinking, well, they would definitely want to know what's going on with my kids. Well, then I just open up the door and just let them see that he's doing it just by being put in the corner. Not put my hands on him. You'd think that I was killing the child, but I'm not. It's just simply putting him in the corner. And it's just, it's really rough. It really, really is. And I've had people say, well, just don't discipline him. Just do the gentle parenting does not work on either one of my kids. You have to have gentle kids to do the gentle parenting. Yeah, no, my kids are far from it. Very far from it. But it is what it is. And yeah, it is. It is. That is one reason why I originally thought that I could do some lives throughout the summer. Just kind of here and there. And then whenever they go back to school, it would be more of I could do a live every day, or like once a week or a couple of times a week. Um, just to, just to give me something to do, because I talked to my boss yesterday, and they still don't have any work. The caregiving game or company, whatever, it's just really going downhill right now. Things have gotten so expensive to where people cannot afford. Caleb, stop. Caleb, stop. Stop. So as I was saying, things have gotten so expensive to where it's hard for people to take care of their own elderly parents, or elderly family members. So they try to go to their insurance, but insurances are so tight wadded to where they they don't want to pay for it. They don't want to pay for caregivers because they're like, well, why can't you just stay at home and do it? Well, they have to work to be able to provide for their own family. And a lot of times people need caregivers because they are working, you know. And so my boss was telling me that she only had two openings, um, but and I could take those, but they are both like 2 hours away, and they try not to do that. They try to find a caregiver within that area that is closer. That way, someone like me is not driving 2 hours one way. With one of them that she told me about, it's from 7 to 1. Okay, so and I live about two and a half, 2 to 2.5 hours away from this particular person. So if I have to be there at 7, guess what time I gotta wake up and get the kids ready? And one, I have to find a sitter. Which right now my mom is not working at this particular second, but I think she's about to get a um another client because my mom's a caregiver too, but she works for a different company. And so they just found her a new client, and I think she starts next week, I think. And so like, I mean, she could watch them when the days that she's not working, but what about the rest of the time? And so, and it's so early. It's just so early. So like my boss is like, I didn't even call to tell you about it. She's like, we're still trying to find somebody in this area to take care of this client. She's like, but it's so far. We don't really have a lot of employees that live that direction. And I was like, yeah, I believe it. And so, even within my church, there are several people within my church that are caregivers, whether they work for a company or whether they do it just like they just work for an individual. Um, and Caleb Align, do not make me get on to you again. I will put you in the corner. Do not tell me no. So, but even they are saying that it's just going downhill. They're just not getting as much work. They're not getting as many hours or days as they were because thing is just so expensive, you know. And caregiving is kind of a I see that, and I see that caregiving is just honestly it's expensive. If you pay someone out of your pocket and you pay like an individual, someone that's not working for a company, it's still pretty expensive. A lot of people are asking for like $14, 14 plus hours or dollars an hour. And if you work for a company, you have to pay even more than that. And so it's just one of those things. So either way, it's still a lot of money, and a lot of people have just found out that even though that they themselves need to work to be able to support their own families, it's still cheaper for them not to work and to be able to stay home and take care of their ailing parents or grandparents or whoever. So it's just it's just kind of went down. So by time summer is over and school starts back, I'm still probably not going to be working. So I'm going to have to do something to take up my time. So once school starts, I will. Um, I am going to be. I am going to be doing some things with the school. Hold that thought. Sorry about that. So, anywho, um, I'm going to be able to do a little bit more with the school this go around or this year because I don't have to worry about Elena because she will be in school as well. Last year, with it just being Caleb, Elena was not allowed to go a lot. I said that wrong. Elena was not allowed to go to a lot of the functions because it's for like 18 years or older. No kids allowed. It's for 18 years or older. No siblings. And so I wasn't able to go because I didn't have anybody to watch her. So I would just stay home. Well, now since she's going to be in the school as well, I will be able to go to more of the functions because I can go to her functions as well as Caleb's. So I do think that I will be a little bit busier because of that. But, you know, and just the things that I normally do during the day, the cooking, the cleaning, the baking, I'm still going to be doing all of those things. But with being at home by myself, because of the kids being at school, I'm going to be able to get it done quicker. So, what could take me all day to clean a small little RV because I have to stop and break up fights or having to separate and discipline and all of these different things and so it takes me literally all day long. And I'll use this as an example. So, I had to put up laundry yesterday. Okay, just a small basket of laundry, just a week's worth of clothes, just like everyday clothes. Okay, it took me 2 hours to fold it and put it up because I had to stop. I had to keep stopping what I was doing to deal with Elena. Then I had to deal with Caleb, and then I'd have to deal with them together. And so, like, it took me 2 hours to put up a week's worth of clothes of 3 people. And I say three because Align pretty much wears nothing but uniforms. So we wash all his uniforms together. So, like, the everyday clothes that me and the kids wear during the week, like, that's it. And a lot of times we'll wear the same. Like, I've wore this shirt like 2 days in a row. It's comfy and I like it. So, and I'm not going anywhere. It's not like I'm getting it dirty. So, it's a whatever type of thing. But, just 7, not even 7, but, just a small one load of laundry takes me 2 hours to fold and put up when it really shouldn't take that long. So, like, the things that takes me forever to do now, once they're in school, it takes me no time. So I could do laundry and clean the whole entire house before lunchtime. Then by the time lunch gets here, I can just sit here, you know, for, you know, several hours until it's time to go pick up the kids. And here in our area, school gets out at 3:30. Like that's when like the bell is where they're actually dismissed. So, I mean, if I eat lunch at 7:30, look at all that time. So I had to look at my clock, make sure I'm not going overtime, which I don't think I am, but it is what it is. But anywho, so anyhow, just whenever the kids start back, I'm gonna have a lot more free time because the things that I normally do is not gonna take as long because I'm not gonna have any distractions. I'm not gonna get disturbed while I'm doing it. So, and so it's just one of those things. What is this? Sorry. I was uploading some videos. I edited some videos yesterday. Oh gosh. I'm about to I can't do that because of where y'all are positioned. I can't really move the screen that much. But anywho, I edited some videos yesterday and I finished them up this morning and I just got a notification about one of the videos that I uploaded. Okay, I'll be there in just a second. So let Mama look and see. Well, that's weird. Okay. That was more of a it didn't really matter type of notification. But I had to actually get into it before I could see. Stop interrupting. Okay, stop interrupting. Um, it just said notification urgent. I need to look at it like ASAP, but it was really nothing. It's one of those things where you have to actually get into it to be able to see what it is, and you're sitting there going, really? It was not that important. So I am going to be out of frame for a moment. I have to go turn Elena's stuff back on. She's literally not even watching her movie. She's not even watching it. But she likes having like I'm gonna move y'all real quick. Whee! So there you go. So anyhow, Elena's not really watching her movies, but she likes having like music and or something noise in the background. And so ouch. So that's kind of like when hers goes off, even though she's playing with her toys, she just likes having noise in the background. So every time her movie or whatever goes off, mommy, my movie's off. Well, baby, you're not even watching it. But I just want to hear it. So yeah, so that's what she does. Which I can't get mad at her. I can't blame her for that. For like, 'cause I'm the same way. I mean, I think I've said it like 4 or 5 times already that I wish that I could have some type of music or something going on in the background. And I honestly don't think I could do that. Like there are buttons on here, but I'm not exactly sure what they do. Um, well, that's nothing. That's to start a poll or a Q&A. Um, that's not for that. I'm not sure what this button does. Highlight saved to your channel as unlisted video. Oh, I didn't really particularly want to do that, but see, like I don't. There's not. Oh no, what did I just do? What did I do? Oh, I know what I did. Sorry. I wasn't exactly sure. I didn't know what that button did. So, like, there's no way of putting any type of music or anything on unless I just have it playing in the background. And the problem with that is the fact of YouTube might give me a strike for it being un like a copyright strike. I don't want that. I don't want that. The only other thing, well, no, I still can't do that. Because I could go and I could like add like I could have like YouTube playing in like the background, like their little audio library stuff that they have that's pre-approved. But the problem with that is we do not have speakers for our for our computer. So if we need to listen to something, because normally we have to have headphones on to be able to do the editing stuff. So yeah, that's still really way work. Dadgummit. So So yes. And while I'm thinking about it, and the only reason why I thought about it is because I just saw it on here. Um, as sorry, as one of the videos that I need to edit next, because okay, yeah, I've not edited it yet, but I in some of my other videos I promise you guys the video about the whole wig situation. I was able to make it yesterday. Hopefully, I've not been able to put it inside of the editing program to make sure that the audio was correct. I'm gonna try to do that probably tomorrow, considering that, I'm doing the bread and everything today. I did make it. So for those of you that have been messaging me, and asking me questions about why I'm wearing wigs, or why I'm wanting to wear wigs, whatever the case may be. I've gotten several comments as well as several messages from people. And so, for those of you that's been wondering, the video is coming. Okay. Now, I know that that's probably not what everyone is interested in, but I do know some of y'all have been asking. So, for those of you that have asked, it's a coming. And hopefully it answers all the questions that you guys have been answering. I try to. I try to make a list of all the questions that you guys asked, and I try to answer each one of those in the video, but I think there was some that I missed. So if I did miss some of your questions, I do apologize. Just whenever that video is posted, let me know and I'll try to get back to that. But right now, like I said, it's just, you'll hear it in the video. I don't know why I'm going to do it here. So, anyhow, not only that, it's probably not something people are really wanting to hear on a live. So, but just FYI, video is coming. Don't know when. I don't know when I'll get it edited and put out there, but it's coming. So I'm also trying a couple of different type of videos. I had some like time lapse videos that I put into an AI video creator program thingy my bobber, whatever you want to call it, and let it just kind of create a video for me. So I did that. One of them turned out kind of good, but it's a little bit weird. I don't know exactly how it's going to come out. So I'm just trying to do kind of weird things. Not really weird, but just do something different other than just this. Because most of my videos is just this. I'm just sitting here. And so some of my like time lapse videos that I'm gonna do are, because I'm still gonna do them because I do them for other platforms. I'm gonna upload them to here as well. Might as well. Never know when one might actually go viral. So I'm just with stuff like that, I'm just gonna let like a little AI because our editing program has a thing for AI to where you can put your clips in there and the AI does the video for you with all these weird little effects and stuff. So I tried it and for me it's a little bit weird, but I promise you, like if I was to see somebody else's video like this, I would think it's cool. But having a cool video that's made for me, I feel like it's weird and nobody's gonna like it. I know I'm weird. I know. So, I am. Give me a second. I am going to go. I know it's about to get really bright on y'all, because I'm gonna be moving. I need to go check on my bread real quick. Oh, I need to make sure it is rising because it's not entirely as hot in the bathroom as it normally is. Normally it's pretty normally it's pretty yes, had turned on the water. Normally it's pretty hot in here, but I'm guessing since it's not really hot outside yet because it's still kind of early, I'm guessing that might be why it hasn't gotten why it's not really ouch, that's hot. That's hot. God damn it, that's hot. Since it's not Lord, I know what I'm trying to say, but I'm distracting myself in here. Anyhow, since it's still kind of early in the day, it's not gotten really, really hot outside yet, which Intel has not made the bathroom hot. And so, yeah, and I don't really have like a hot, like the bathroom, and I know it sounds weird and I know it sounds gross, but like I said, because of the skylight and there not being like an air vent in the bathroom, it just tends to get hot. But it actually, like I'm looking out my kitchen window right now. It looks like there's just like the it looks like it's getting dark back over in there. So most likely, most likely it's gonna rain, which and I do see the trees moving. So the wind is blowing. So that kind of tells me that it's a little bit cooler outside, which is why the bath is not like scorching hot, which is why the bathroom's not gotten scorching hot yet. Which is good for those of us that have to go in there and actually use it. But considering that's where I put the bread to rise because it's a hot place, it's not very good for rising bread. But that's okay. It's completely okay. We don't care. It will. It's not been an hour yet, so I still have time, and it's doing good. So it's not it's not like horrible yet. So we still have time. But anyway, Caleb, what are you making? Huh? Don't tell me. Have you made something yet? Let me see them. Don't get loud and don't get crazy.
Close your eyes. Your little tiny car.
It is teeny tiny.
It's teeny tiny.
Kind of looks like a minion car. It's right there. You can see
It's a
it.
mini car.
It does. It kind of looks like a little cart.
It's a mini car.
A monster truck.
It's a super speedy one. That's for the boosters. That's for the window.
So this is the window and that's the boosters. Okay.
And this is the big wheel for it to be a monster truck. And this is a minion car. This old Jim out of blocks and now they're tiny. That's why you take
Back it up from my phone, please. Ow!
Sorry.
Pay attention, dude. That
What
hurts.
I can do?
Don't touch my phone.
Mommy, look. But I do it like this. They can see. That's when I put it far away.
Yeah, it has to be far away before they can see it.
And now they can see the mini car. They're friends. The friends from your car? That's friends. The minion car is the sister and the big monster truck. It's a brother. And with the mama and the dad. You gotta wait for them to make it. Mommy, you came on your phone when I make a mama and dad car. Okay? Got it? Got it. Got it. Got it. Let me go make it. Mommy, I'm gonna do Legos. I just saw that. Hey, Mommy, I'm gonna make these two Lego cars on the table so you can watch them. Got it? Okay, watch them.
Hey, don't run in here. So this is the minion car. It's the sister car. This is the monster truck, and it's the brother. And he's in the process of making. Well, I can't say that. We already got him made. Oops, sorry.
Then this,
You gotta back. Stop. You gotta back it up.
this is the daddy, and this is the mommy. You brother.
Hey.
No, what?
Okay, what is wrong with these wheels? They did not want to stay attached.
Because it's wiggling off.
So, which one is it? Stop moving hands.
This is the mom.
This is the mom car.
This is the dad. Now that's going to be family. Just four of them, but just four car family, not just four out of the family. Hello, nice to meet you. It's so nice to meet you. Yeah, I am so.
Hey, if you're too close, they can't see it.
Hello, nice to meet you. Where is what?
Who thinks I need to just do a live of just them doing this? I think I need to. Especially if I have it on like the kids side to where like to where like the younger kids can watch it.
Ja.
Yeah.
One at a time.
I think I need to. Hey, if you do it down here, they can't see you. Look at mommy's finger. You see?
I see a dog.
So if you hold it up here, look at where mommy's finger is, right here.
Now they can see what it's like.
Look, right here. You see how tall or where my mommy's finger is for it to be able to see?
Oh.
That's how, see? If it's way down here, they can't see it. See? The closer you get,
The more big they get.
well, yeah, but then they can't see it clearly. So you have to make sure you stay further back. That way they can see the whole thing
No.
and it doesn't stop touching his stuff.
Taking the follow your follow kiss. And then the movie your daddy called turned into a giant. Giant. What's a giant?
Back it up.
No. The mom and dad cried, Dad, I'm not the truck. This is a tiny one.
Okay, chill. So he took mommy truck and daddy truck and made a bigger truck.
Yeah, a monster truck. A big one like this one. Can I drive? Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Can
okay.
can
Maybe he interested.
And then give it
Okay.
the gross kiss.
Okay. Here you go. Take it back over there.
If I was the butter and that's that. And
Calm down.
I'll put it together.
Oh, what's this, a baby?
I wanna be with you.
You want to be with me.
Yeah.
You are with me.
But anyway, I told
So, anywho, I've been on here for a while and
I turned into a crack on and show them.
stop doing that.
No, I want to show them. I want to
Sissa, stop it.
mini justice and buttercup turned into a crack on. Pinch, pinch, pinch. Hello, nice to meet you. You get it already. Very close. Silly crap.
Okay, go. Stop. Hey, cool it. So, anyhow, as I was trying to say, I've been on here for a little bit, and we actually still have a pretty good bit of time left before the bread is done rising for the first time. Don't even think about it. Nope, don't even think about it. No, ma'ams, we're not doing that. Um, and so the kids are going. They're going wild. They're going crazy. And my alarm just went off saying that it was time for Caleb to take his medicine. So, that's going to be another fight within itself. Yeah. Caleb, Caleb Alon, don't start with me. Um, he's gonna throw a fit about taking his medicine. I don't know why he used to be so good, and now he's throwing a fit about it. But anyhow, I'm gonna get off of here. Give Caleb his medicine. I'm gonna get lunch together, and like I said, we still got a little bit of time before the bread is done rising for the first time. So it takes a couple of hours to do bread just for the mixing time, the rising time. Then you have to divide it up, then let it arise again. That within itself takes about an hour, between an hour and a half to an hour and like 45 minutes, depending on how long you let it rise. Um, like the second go around. So, yeah. So anywho, yeah, it takes several hours to do bread. Um, like I said, the majority of the time it's just letting it rise. So that takes up the majority of the time. But it is lunchtime, so I need to feed them and give him his medicine. So another reason why he's went a little bit crazier, went a little bit more wild with just him sitting here the last couple of minutes because medicine's wearing off. So yeah. And I need to there are some other things that I need to get done. And I can't really get them done if I'm on live or just recording in general. So anywho, with that being said, we love you guys. You guys are awesome. Thank you for coming and support the channel. Um, Share it with your friends and family. We need more subscribers so we can. Don't even think about it. No, not right now. You go. Wait a minute.
Okay, okay. Oh, just right here.
Um. Anyhow, that's what I was saying. Like, comment, share. Um. We need we need more subscribers. Caleb,
They are
now.
oops. Sorry. Sorry.
So yeah. So anyhow, if you, for those of you that have came into the live with me today, I do appreciate it.
I want to tell them bye.
No, because you're not listening and you're not minding me.
I want to listen.
Go,
Bye bye. I want to tell them bye.
go. I cannot even say what I am trying to say before I can even end the video so they can tell you bye. Like, good Lord. There are things I wanted to say before they went completely crazy on me. Anyhow, now I'm going to have to try to start over and say it, half of it, like the fifth time already. So, anyhow, as I was trying to say, make sure that you are subscribed to the channel. Make sure you hit the little bell. That way you get notified anytime that I upload something. Make sure that y'all like and comment on the videos. Just to interact with us because sometimes I'm not entirely sure. I like it when you guys like and they comment. Really the comments, like, and I know I had some issues with some of the commenters. And I posted that video and I had Elena Graceland now. You did that on purpose. hmm she's acting out on purpose. So don't feel sorry for her. So anywho, I know I posted a video and I had several people that unsubscribed, and that is fine. If if the way I see it, if you have a problem with me not cussing and talking very vulgar, if y'all have a problem with me not doing that, then this probably isn't the channel for you. But I'm not going to be cussing. I'm not going to talk about inappropriate things. I'm not doing that. This is a mom vlog channel. I talk about my kids. I talk about other things that's dealing with mom life and stuff like that. So like I'm not going to be talking like that. And there are people on here that want to watch something that doesn't have a bunch of stuff in there. You know, a lot of cussing and stuff. So I mean, if they want to unsubscribe because I don't cuss, then that is their prerogative. I wasn't trying to hurt anybody's feelings. Um, I wasn't trying to be mean or hateful or anything. I was just simply stating that the comments that I got, Caleb, stop. The comments that that did not get caught by YouTube, which I'm very, very surprised that YouTube did not catch them and put them as inappropriate, which I know sometimes YouTube does that. It makes mistakes. But one was absolutely just completely inappropriate, completely vulgar. Like I cannot even I can't even give y'all an idea of what they actually said because I would end up getting in trouble by YouTube just by trying to use other words to explain just how bad this was. Which is another reason why I'm surprised YouTube didn't get it. But mistakes happen. But I'm a Christian. I don't talk like that. I used to, but I don't anymore. And I'm just it's just not my cup of tea. And so, I mean, I hope that I hope you guys understand that. But if you guys want to unsubscribe because I don't do a lot of cussing, then I mean that's okay. Um, there are people out there that don't like cussing. They want to watch wholesome stuff that just does not have a lot of nudity and vulgarness and cussing and stuff like that in it. And those type of people will eventually find my channel and they will appreciate the fact that I don't do that. And so yeah, so anyhow, I hope that y'all guys understood where I was coming from in that video. I probably could have done a lot better job in explaining where I was coming from, but I was actually quite upset when I made the video, which was probably my first mistake. So yeah. So anyhow, I do like it when y'all comment. I like it when y'all interact with the videos. And so continue to do that. I just ask that y'all respect me enough to, not go a little bit too crazy with the comments and the cuss words. Let's keep it to a minimum, shall we? So yeah. So anyhow, um, make sure that if you're watching the video, make sure you subscribe. Um, it is still my plan that whenever we hit that first milestone of the getting monetized, I am still going to do some type of giveaway. And so, just whenever we get there, we're still going to do some type of little giveaway. As that's my way of saying thanks for everyone, joining our little community and getting us to that point. So, I haven't forgotten. I might forget a lot of things, but I'm not going to forget about that. So, anywho, anyhow, with that being said, we are off and we will see you guys next time. Thank you for joining us today. You guys are awesome. We love you guys and we ask that you continue to support our channel. And whenever we get there, y'all will end up getting thanks in the long run. And yes, that came out very, very weird. I don't know why I said it that way, but y'all know what I'm trying to say. Y'all support the channel, y'all are going to end up getting the thanks for that. Because if it's not for you guys, I wouldn't be here. I wouldn't have the subscribers that I have if it wasn't for you. So, anyhow, I'm rambling. I'm sorry. So, with that being said, we are going to get off of here and we will try to do a live at some other time. Hopefully, when they're not going quite as crazy. So, we will talk to you guys next time.